Parking in Britain is hell, but some places are more hellish than others. Right now, Birmingham, originally designed as the modern motor city, is officially the worst place to park in Britain.
It's an absolute nightmare. Absolutely hate it. There needs to be more car parking spaces in Birmingham.
With almost 2 million cars on the road in Birmingham and 200,000 flooding into the area every day, it's no wonder it's become a cutthroat race for space here.
It's like 100 cars to one car park.
With cars mounting the pavement, parking on the corners and squeezing into any spot they can find.
It is every man for themselves.
Council traffic wardens deal with expired parking tickets and parking on the double yellow lines, but here in Birmingham, the West Midlands Police have been drafted in to play bad cop and deal with the increasing parking problems. And they have brought in the big guns. Meet the RoboCop of the West Midlands Force, Police Constable Mark Hodson. He's the future of parking enforcement.
So people may well say, haven't you got better things to do? But they've got to see the bigger picture. We're actually saving lives, making everybody safe. It's an easy fix as far as we can see. When they park their car, just do it legally, do it safely, don't cause an obstruction, don't cause a danger. So there really are no excuses.
Mark is leading Operation ParkSafe to clear the streets of dodgy and dangerous parking.
Unfortunately, we still have the odd one or two that will still park in a selfish and dangerous fashion, endangering others. The sense of responsibility seems to go just to save people a few minutes.
His zero-tolerance approach is for good reason.
I've dealt with that many collisions involving children. Unfortunately, some of them fatal. And you just think, why do people, you know, why don't they just think before they do these things? Please don't park there in future. There's loads of parking around here, isn't there?
This new operation will save lives. So with that in mind, Mark dropped the softly approach and is getting tough.
Hello, madam. Are you OK? Taking a photo of the way you parked, OK?
Park illegally in Mark's manner. Before you know it, you'll have a letter in the post with a fine and possibly 3 points on your licence.
By just taking the pictures, doing a quick check on the car now, it means I can get through at least a dozen offences instead of just the one.
RoboCop shows no mercy, but that's because he's got citizens to protect.
And this is why you get accidents occur, just because of a little bit of inconsiderate parking.
Today he's targeting 2 parking hotspots. First off, the school gate. With over 3 million kids being dropped off at school every morning, the roads are bedlam. The school gates of this country have become a battleground. And Arden Primary School in Sparkhill is no different. Head teacher Kirjik Shergill has seen punch-ups over parking, and not in the playground.
2 dads have actually got into a fist fight where both dads were trying to park close as they can to the entrance to be able to drop off and pick up, and it ended up in a physical fist fight.
Here, parking is a competitive sport, with double yellow lines outside the school and streets already rammed with residents' cars. The 250 families dropping off their children are literally parking anywhere.
All right.
Luckily, RoboCop is on hand to teach the parents a lesson.
Everybody who drives a vehicle knows the minimum standard. They've all taken a test.
Because you wouldn't do that on your driving test, would you?
Officer, definitely not.
No, you wouldn't. No.
And every hero needs a catchphrase.
Would you do it on your driving test?
No, would it?
You'd fail, and you'd fail because it's a dangerous thing to do, wouldn't you? What does the highway code say about parking near a junction? Says you shouldn't do it, should you?
If you park in a manner, or that you wouldn't do on your driving test, then you shouldn't be doing it at all.
So if you can get it moved for me now, I'd appreciate it, and you'll get your letter in the post. OK, right, yeah. When I walk up and down outside my own child's school and I see the way people park there, when I'm not in uniform, then you get angry about it, and you get enraged that the danger's been caused to you, children and their friends when they're going back to school. When I'm in uniform and deal with it here, I think about the professional consequences and think, why don't they think the same things as I think?
But RoboCop's work is never done. This man has caught Mark's eye because he's crossed the double yellow line.
There's people walking on this pavement, it's very cloudy, and you just drove straight towards them. just so you can drop your kids off straight in front of the school.
To tell you the truth, I come first time. I'm grandparents.
OK, well, let me... whether it's your first time or not, OK.
Ah, the I'm just a grandpa excuse.
Pavements are for pedestrians and walking on, not for you to drive on for your own convenience. If this was your driving test, would you park like this?
Sorry about
OK, well, you may be sorry,
First time in my whole life.
but you've been caught today. OK, simple as. So expect the fine in the post. All right? Have a good day.
RoboCop might be harsh, but with people's lives in his hands, he can't afford to be lenient. And after an intensive hour, he's wrapped up his patrol at the school.
If everybody drove to test standard on a daily basis, you know, there'd be no need for traffic officers like me, would there?
We'll rejoin him later as Mark continues his crusade with his pet hate, pavement parking. And we'll visit the futuristic car park that's got one person in a muddle.
Your car is too wide, please drive out.
While in some parts of the country new technology is being used to clean up our streets from bad parking, you might argue that newfangled systems can also make matters a lot worse.
It just makes my blood boil. It's disgusting.
Because our enemy number one is increasingly becoming the eye in the sky. Big Brother is watching you, and if you step out of line or even park across it, he's gonna hit you with a whopping fine. More and more car parks are now in the hands of private ownership, and they're handing out fines on an industrial scale. 1 every 6 seconds, would you believe it? But the people are fighting back. We're mad as hell and we're not gonna take it anymore.
I'm angry, really angry. These people have set this car park up to fail.
Take Basildon in Essex. The townsfolk here have had it with the new automated system installed in their town centre car park, and they are rising up.
The message that Basildon will not sit down and be taken for a ride.
Councillor Andrew Gordon is leading the charge.
Basildon is a rough and ready town, and we're not going to be walked over by some jumped-up parking operator from Australia.
Fines in this car park are being issued like confetti. In December alone, they dished out an estimated 1,500 of them, and it's easy to see why. Problem number one, you're given 10 minutes to get to the ticket machine from the second you enter the car park.
So that's one of the pay stations over there. And nowhere does it say very clearly if you're here longer than 10 minutes, you're going to get a charge, which is ludicrous.
Try doing that on a busy Saturday afternoon. Problem number two.
As I drove in today, that camera clocked me at 3 o'clock. It's taken me, what, 10 minutes to find a space? I go up to the machine, put my money in, I pay for 2 hours. Most people, including myself, would expect I'd be able to come back at 10 minutes past 5. That's 2 hours.
Yes, you would expect so, but you'd be wrong. You'd need to leave by 5 p.m, 2 hours after that camera watched you entering the car park.
They don't care. They just want their £90 charge, and they're raking it in on the back of the misery that they have caused. It's absolutely disgusting.
And problem number three.
I've got my ticket now. There's something happening. Printing's happening. Now, if you've accidentally punched in the wrong letter or number, there's no way of changing this.
Input the wrong registration number, and bingo, a big old fine.
This used to be a bustling car park. There used to be people coming here shopping, there used to be people moseying around, and it's just dead.
Retailers up and down the land are feeling the same effects. In fact, 1/3 of us avoid the high street to dodge the pain of parking. In Basildon, locals Sharon and Arthur received a ticket.
I was actually only an hour and a half. I had a parking notice through the door, and I couldn't understand why, because I'd obviously paid for the parking.
Sharon and Arthur found Smart Parking's terms confusing, and like others, they may have entered their registration incorrectly, but hadn't kept the parking ticket. With the threat of the penalty going up, they decided to pay.
I'm more of the worrier out of the both of us, and I just said to Sharon, pay it.
Local shop worker Tracy heard how many parking charge notices, or PCNs, were being dished out and decided it was time to take serious action.
So I started the Facebook group because I realised obviously there was a big problem. We've got over 3,000 members and it's growing daily.
Joining forces with Councillor Andrew, she's orchestrating a people's protest.
I'm hoping for a good turnout. Between 60 and 70 would be really good. We just want a fair way to pay and a fair car park to use.
We'll catch up with them later to see if the private parking company can hear as well as they can see.
I don't give up easily.
Today in Britain, with 90% of us living in urban areas, parking is increasingly becoming a recurring nightmare.
Parking in Britain is what I call terrible.
And a pricey one. There are around 675,000 car parking prangs each year, costing us drivers a total of £1.4 billion. In Birmingham, with 100,000 shoppers pouring into the city every month and only 67 car parks to house them, parking is at a premium. And when it comes to damage from poor parking, people living in this city say their cars get pranged the most. But the future is here. The Cube is the UK's largest fully automated car park. It's the brainchild of some very clever Germans. Andrew Smith is the project director.
This is the future of parking. We're not going to go into car parks anymore. I'm sure we're not.
With 339 spaces, it's a fully robotic system which does the parking for us. No scrapes here. At least you'd hope not.
I know a lot of people that will never park in a multi-storey car park. They don't like manoeuvring around tight ramps. They feel that they're going to scrape their car. So people don't find it easy. They find it not a nice experience.
Using state-of-the-art technology, you park your car in a pod and walk away. Meanwhile, the robot whisks your car up in a lift, laser scans and measures it to within a millimetre so it can be delivered to the precise sized parking space. Even though your car is stacked 3 vehicles high, there's not a chance of a scratch. So what's it like to go to a drive-in robotic car park?
Come on.
Born and bred Brummie Davida has brought her baby for a shopping trip and she's willing to go robo for the first time.
So I'm a little bit nervous, and is my car going to get damaged? Is it going to get scratched? My main worry actually is, am I going to be able to get out before the robots take my car, and am I going to get trapped in the machine?
Her car is her pride and joy. Well, Davida, time for you in your car to meet the robot.
Okay, no robots yet. Ooh.
You drive in and follow the instructions. Simples.
Please drive forward. Okay, I've got to move to the right. Oh, gosh. Drive forward.
The robot seems to have a mind of its own.
Please move to the right. Which one do you want to do?
Some people fear that they're not going to do the right thing, they're not going to park in the right place. Well, the safety systems are there to stop you doing that.
Your car is too wide. Please drive out. Please drive forward. Oh, this is really confusing. OK.
Davida's not quite on its wavelength.
I'm hoping that she'll find it a futuristic way of parking. There's no work to do for the driver.
Is that better? Your car is too wide. Please drive out. Please reverse.
It's so simple.
This is actually more stressful than actually parking my car myself.
Think of it as more gain, less pain.
Stop. Away.
Finally, they see eye to eye.
You need to get out before the machine. Will you come up with me?
Nearly there. Just a few final buttons to send the car to the depths.
Right, let me jump. OK, so bye-bye.
So, with the car whisked away, how's she feeling?
All right, well, yeah, that was an ordeal. I didn't even see any robots.
Funny that. Now let's hope retrieving the car later will be less painful. With over 500,000 more cars clogging our roads every year, in the future our parking hell is going to get a whole lot worse.
It's just a nightmare, isn't it? There's too many cars on the road.
You think you've got it bad parking your 4-wheel drive? Spare a thought for the Binmen of this country.
It is chaos on bin day, yeah.
We are making their life hell. Every working day, they have to negotiate our bad parking. One of the worst places in the country to be a bin man must be Bristol, the third most congested city in the UK.
Parking's a nightmare around here.
It's a really big problem because the roads are so narrow.
The council took £625,000 worth of parking fines just last year from illegal parkers. One bin man who runs the gauntlet of bad parking in Bristol is Allard, CEO and driver of private company Great Western Recycling.
You get to see every sort of end of life, from the poshest restaurants and poshest hotels down to the most horrible place.
Today he'll need to travel all over Bristol, picking up rubbish round the city.
Main enemy of the bin man probably is the badly parked car. Now this one's an issue corner for us. People often park right opposite, like this Bentley here has. It makes us a right job trying to get round between the cars parked behind and the car parked in front. In fact, I think it's going to possibly take me 2 goes. Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't really want to hit a Bentley, I don't think. I expect the owner might not be too happy. I've been doing this 6 or 7 years now, and yeah, parking's getting worse. It's definitely getting worse.
It's a parking circus, but Allard's quite an escape artist, and getting his 30-ton lorry out of these narrow streets would put Houdini to shame.
This one's going to be a little bit tight as well. Someone's already had his wing mirror off. Yeah, wing mirror's lying on the floor behind the car.
He always keeps his calm.
Very little shocks me these days.
We could learn a thing or two from this guy. If he can rise above it, there's hope for all of us.
Job well done, and on to the next one.
He's still got plenty more pickups, and we'll catch up with him later. It's not just the bin men who get frustrated by bad parking. We all have our moments, but some people take matters into their own hands, quite literally. This car was parked across someone's driveway, but the local Hulk wasn't falling for that. Perhaps future technology can put an end to our parking frustrations. In Birmingham, Davida's back to collect her car from the Robotic car park.
I'm hoping that it's easier to get the car back. Well, easier than it was to put in there.
We hope so too. All she has to do is wait 3 minutes.
I can hear something happening.
It's only programmed to identify your car, collect it, put it back on the chute, into the lift and deliver it to your feet.
Oh, it's here.
Oh, and one more thing.
And it's turned around.
That's service for you. Places like this, which use half the space of a normal car park, could be in our future as the UK joins the high-tech revolution. But has Davida?
Actually, I saw other people use it, and actually they were straight in, parked, and actually were out within like 10 seconds. I don't know if it's just the fact that I'm just not great with these sort of robot-y car parks, but yeah, I think it's a good idea.
Our high streets have become some of the trickiest places to find parking as we dodge bus lanes, yellow lines and pedestrian crossings.
Pedestrian crossing. The light's green. Carry on, Jones.
Don't panic, don't panic! Captain Manning, the light's flashing. What do we do?
They stepped into our lives in the 1950s to clearly demark a pedestrian-friendly, car-free zone. They even roped in the Dad's Army crew to show us how to use them.
That's Rickying, Wilson. That's Rickying.
Today in Birmingham, it's become a death trap, with 39% more people being killed around parked cars and on pedestrian crossings than ever before. And PC Mark Hodson has seen it all.
Unfortunately, some people will consider, 30 seconds of their life more valuable than somebody's actual life and park in a position where they endanger others. It's just pure selfishness, inconsiderateness.
So Mark won't put up with dangerous manoeuvres like this.
Is he allowed to do that?
No, he's not. He's blocking the crossing now.
Uh-oh, Mark's coming.
It's yours? Taxi? Yeah. OK, righto, you're a professional driver, yeah? Why have you parked your vehicle there like that?
No, I didn't move it and then I park in here.
Do you think that's an appropriate place to park your vehicle?
Oh, this is the private parking. That's why I park in here.
OK, right, OK.
Probably best not to crossing.
Would you drive on the pavement normally? Would you drive on a pelican crossing? You wouldn't, would you? You've left it there?
Because we moved it and then...
Too late. Not only is this terrible parking, Mark's cautioning him for driving with undue care and attention. It could get this driver up to 9 points on his licence and a fine of £2,500.
You're reporting for the President of prosecuting you for driving without due care and attention. That due care and attention is you driving up on the actual crossing while people are trying to use it, OK? And he's done all that just in front of a police car. If he misses the police car coming towards him, he's going to miss the pedestrian using the crossing. Absolutely diabolical bit of driving.
And just round the corner, Mark's found another of his personal bugbears. Pavement parking might seem like a small thing, but when it causes an obstruction like this, it could be disastrous for pedestrians and wheelchair users, and Mark's just not having it.
This one is probably the worst we've come across today. This car's parked wholly on the pavement. Unless you're a single able-bodied pedestrian, you're not going to get past on this pavement whatsoever. Just an absolute ridiculous piece of parking, really.
Time for the culprit to face Mark.
Have you left your vehicle there?
I know, sorry.
OK, right, OK. When did you park it there?
In the morning, I know.
This morning?
Yeah, when I come back from work.
We've all tried to find a nifty parking space at the end of a long day.
Just in the morning, I was doing a night shift.
Yep.
There's no parking space, and I wasn't meant to move before 8 o'clock to move the car from here.
You have to think of other people.
Mark's not just giving out tickets, he's also out to educate people so they don't do it again.
If anybody comes down this road in a mobility scooter or a wheelchair pushing a buggy, what are they supposed to do? You've blocked the drop curb. They can't carry on with their junction. You're forcing them into the road, aren't you? OK, or ending their junk.
Really sorry. Yeah,
OK.
my fault.
So if you can move your vehicle for us, we appreciate it. OK, thank you. She blocked the pavement completely. Now it's free to use for the community again, and we've got no issues. And so we just move on and find the next one.
While for some, parking is a serious business, for others, it's an endless source of entertainment.
Oh, there we go. Somebody trying to park again.
Meet cafe waitress Julie. Serving up butties gives her the ideal window on our appalling parking.
No, Ollie. I think he thinks he's got a smart car.
She sees the parking shuffle from her cafe.
He's not going to leave it parked up like that, surely.
There's nothing she and her friend Jill like better than having a good laugh at our parking fails.
Each time he went back, he hit the car in front, behind him.
Ridiculous. I usually sit out there on my break, because that's where I normally sit. I've been here for a few years, and I've seen quite a lot going on out there, actually. People fighting over their car parking spaces. I've had people that have parked there and stopped the traffic for about 40 minutes. Oh, here we go.
Oh, yeah.
And they're more than happy to share their opinions on pretty much every parker who pulls up.
Oh, it's quite a big space here,
Yeah,
though,
she can get there easy. But the thing is, I'm going to say, if she's a bit more responsible, she can leave a gap for someone else.
Oh,
oh, oh, oh. I think he... It's quite a bit of a pantomime, actually. Yeah. That van driver hasn't even noticed that she's backed into his front of his van. And the guy sat there, look, and didn't even noticed. Sometimes we do have a good laugh over that and do clap them when we do eventually get into their space.
look at this one.
Oh, wow, look at that. That's double yellows there. I have parked on a double yellow line in the past. Yeah, guilty.
But what's a few double standards?
All right, straighten up, mate.
When you've got parking to sort out.
Perfect.
Well done.
What a driver.
But not everyone's happy to take things sitting down. Back in Basildon, the locals are upset with the private parking company who've been doling out huge fines.
It just makes my blood boil. It's disgusting.
And today the car park is bursting, not with cars, but protesters.
Did a bit of DIY at home for their shark parking, because it's not smart parking, it's stupid parking.
They're not just mad, they want to get even. It's been organised by dogged campaigner Tracy.
Turnout has been amazing, much better than we thought.
We will get smart parking out of here!
Yes!
We'll get them out!
The people here want smart parking to smarten up their parking practices. Take the issue of the yellow button.
If you park after 6 p.m. and you're allowed the evening rate, if you didn't press the yellow button, then it didn't flick over. So even though I had a ticket with my correct registration number and I'd paid my £1 and the ticket stated that I'd parked after 6 p.m, I still received a parking charge notice.
The same thing happened to Anne St Pierre, who also paid her evening charge.
What did I do wrong? I'm so angry. I'm so angry. You know, I've never had a parking fine in my life.
With the help of Tracy's campaign, she appealed her fine and it was reversed.
This is a campaign that will not end until there's a satisfactory resolution for everyone here.
Since the protest, the British Parking Association have looked into the matter, and as a result, the parking company have changed their signs and abolished the yellow button. They've since had consultations with the local MP.
Start parking out.
But what about only having 10 minutes to park, the tickets being printed wrong, the 2 hours from when you enter the car park?
Oh, we won't give up without a fight. I'm definitely optimistic. We will fight this to the end.
And that's what you call power to the people. We might have to fight for our parking rights in towns and cities, but you might think the only thing we have to battle in the countryside is the sheep. Wrong. Our parking hell is spreading to the sleepy villages of this nation. Villages like Cubert in Cornwall. Sightings of traffic wardens here may be as rare as the beast of nearby Bodmin, but some people care so much about parking they'll even give up their spare time to police the streets. Meet ex-cop Jim Main.
It's just ridiculous. How somebody hasn't been killed, I'll never know.
Fear not. Jim may not have powers to enforce, but he does have powers of persuasion. He's dusted down his badge, unofficially, and is policing the parking of Cubert to make sure no one parks where they shouldn't.
And again, chaos in the village.
And he's filming them on his phone.
This gentleman's gate says, don't even think of parking here. And yet there's a person parking there. Oh, that's very intelligent.
A Bobby at heart, he's a stickler for the rules.
You are realising that you're parking on zigzag, sir?
Yeah, there's not anywhere else to know that.
It's a nightmare. You're absolutely right.
Where we see cars, he sees carnage.
The Ford has just pulled up just ahead of the zigzags on the double yellow lines. It's causing traffic chaos.
It's not exactly Spaghetti Junction, Jim.
You might have buses coming through, tractors and trailers, caravans, and that can all come together in one perfect storm, and there's sometimes total gridlock.
But Jim has a point. There is a car park in the village, but some people would rather park on the zigzag lines outside the village shop than walk a few metres across the road.
The zigzag lines are there for the protection of people who want to use the crossing and of other motorists who are approaching the crossing.
And once a copper, always a copper. Jim's staking out the store to catch the culprits red-handed.
Just up here, as we can see, there's a lady who's just parked on there.
And it looks like Operation Zigzag is working.
Hi, good morning. I noticed that you just parked on the zigzag crossings, and we're a bit concerned in the village that it causes a safety problem. I was just wondering whether you'd consider it would be better to park in a bay as opposed to on the zigzags. Yeah?
Yeah.
Are you going to?
As in, shall I move now, or...?
Would you?
I'm really tired, but I just want a pint of milk, that's all I want to do.
I'm only popping in the shop. I'm only gonna be 2 minutes. Thank you, nice to talk to you. So what? Who cares? Bye. The law says you can't do that, so don't park there.
Even the rain won't stop him doing what a vigilante enforcer has got to do.
Hello, mate, all right? Sorry to disturb you. You all right? I just wanted to ask a quick question. Are you aware that you're parked on the zigzag lines of a Pelican?
Yeah, I am, yeah.
You are aware?
Yeah.
Are you aware that it's actually illegal to do that?
Yeah, I am, yeah.
OK, but you're going to do it anyway?
Well, going now, I'm going to park over there, yeah.
You're going to park over?
Yeah.
OK. That'd be great. Thanks, mate. Appreciate it. No worries.
Good work, Jim.
I cannot understand why somebody thinks it's OK to ignore empty parking bays and park on those zigzag lines because it's the shortest distance between their car and the shop front. Thanks for doing that. That is pure, outright ignorance.
He might have been rained off for today, but in the future, we're going to need more people like our Jim to stand up and be counted. And we're going to need more people who can actually park, a craft that many of us are yet to crack.
I'm really good at parallel parking, and it really winds me up when I see people who can't.
It's estimated that almost 20% of parking spaces on UK streets could be freed up if we stop parking so badly. Then there are those who think they've got it nailed. Like Charmaine. And she is very modest about it.
I'm the best parker that I know, I think.
Even her kids say so.
What do you think of Mummy's parking? Is it good?
Yeah.
Is it with the best in Britain?
Yeah.
Am I just leading you to say this?
Yeah.
Right.
I would rate my parking skills out of 10. Like a 10. Like, I can do it. Boom. Missed that car.
Charmaine's got the killer instinct.
I became a good parker from my determination to want to get as near to a club as possible. I developed a bit of a reputation as someone who could just park anywhere, just squeezed into the tiniest of spaces, would have like this much gap.
And she's always out for number one.
It is like the most satisfying feeling when you get into a space that you've seen someone try and get into and they do it for a second, they can't, they drive off and you're like, mine.
Her skills lie with the killer move.
As long as there's a couple of inches on either side, I'll get the car in. You just gotta wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
But it would be selfish to keep all that expertise to herself.
This person has ended up trying to go in front ways and ended up with 2 wheels on the curb. If you're gonna do something, just do it properly.
Charmaine can't resist a parker in distress.
Half his ass is in the middle of the road. Oh, go on. Yeah, go on in. No, wrong way. It's turning it the wrong way. No, no, you're gonna mash up your wheels doing that, mate. Should I get out and help him?
Go on, Charmaine, you know you want to.
If you full lock it that way, yeah, now straight in. Now the other way, other way, other way, other way. Other way, that's it. Now full lock this way. You did it!
I pleased that she helped me. She just come in, she said, you can do it. And then, yeah, after I tried to do it, and then, yeah, I did.
While Charmaine thinks she's got the touch, her sister doesn't entirely agree.
She's a very confident parker. She's definitely better than me. I would say sometimes overconfident.
She and her friend want Charmaine to put her money where her mouth is.
We're not going to make it easy for her. We're going to see if she's really that good.
Later, we'll catch up with her and see how she'll rise to her biggest parking challenge yet.
Yeah, this is really going to put my parking to the test.
On the busy roads of modern Britain, we hate being held up.
There's about 5 or 6 of us waiting now, and I'm running late for work.
But have you ever thought it might be our fault? In cities like overcrowded Bristol, we'll park anywhere we can, leaving bin men like Aled no choice but to pull up in the middle of the road.
When they've got their lorries there and they're opening all the sides, putting all the bottles in, you know, things like that, it just seems it's never ending.
When our impatience gets the better of us, we overtake them, threatening everybody's safety. This cyclist took to the pavement, and the driver here tried to squeeze by, narrowly missing mother and baby.
If someone does something stupid in front of you, you just gotta laugh and carry on. Just don't let these things get to me at all now. It's just not worth doing. I mean, you'd end up being a complete bag of nerves by the end of your first day driving a lorry if you did.
1,100 bin men were involved in near misses last year, and 400 were injured, so Aled is always on the lookout for danger.
That is possibly the worst parking I've seen all day. It's right up against a bus stop. It's on a no stopping area. It's not even just double yellows. That's some pretty awful bit of parking.
We'll need to find other ways to safely park together on our city streets in the future.
That's just about as tight as it gets, that is.
But Aled has some tips for us right now.
I always think people ought to just think when they're parking, if I'm finding it hard to get around, the fire engine's going to find it very hard to get around as well. It's not the end of the world if your bins don't get emptied, it's the end of the world if the fire engine can't get you out.
And if we do think when we're parking, we could make a bin man's day.
That's the round finished, another day done. Hopefully every customer happy, I'm happy, so it's been a good day.
Ultimately, the future of parking is better parkers. Earlier we met Charmaine, who prides herself on being a perfect parker.
I would rate my parking skills out of 10, like a 10.
Now her sister and friend have devised a parking challenge
Do it from the inside.
to put that brag to the test. Charmaine has to get her 16-foot car into a 17-foot space, giving her only 1 foot wiggle room.
I'm just a flashy person as a whole, so being a good parker just puts me up there even more, really.
Well, you should find this a doddle then, Charmaine.
It's pretty tight. Yeah, it's pretty tight. You ready?
Ready as I'll ever be.
Ah!
Here she comes.
Here she
comes. Woo! Come on, Shemaine. Woo!
So what I'm aiming to do is give myself a bit of an angle as I'm going in.
She's got all the moves.
Do you think she's going to get it in?
I think it'll be all right.
And I want my back wheel to scoop round this first cone, aim for the middle of the space.
This is more promising.
I'm straightening up slightly. Okay, and then we're gonna full lock it in. And then full lock back again.
And she's in.
Yeah, loads of room, loads of room.
Oh my God, congratulations.
I'm Britain's best parker! Pretty much smashed that, didn't I? Winning, winning, winning. Right, I reckon we should leave this here and go to the pub.
Oh, yeah. Let's go.
Yes. Yes.
While Charmaine is celebrating her parking prowess, PC Mark Hodson of the West Midlands Police is nearing the end of his shift, and it's been a busy day of parking violations for RoboCop.
That's 28 offences in total. Some will get their fines in the post, it'll be a total shock to them. Some who we've spoken to this morning know it's coming. We don't like dealing with these sorts of offences. We'd much rather people didn't do it. Unfortunately, the few still do. If you change your driving habits, you become a great boon to society then, instead of an inconvenience and at times a danger.
Tomorrow is another day, and RoboCop is ready to continue the fight against Britain's parking hell.